it, jump into Google and look up the word Scratch, because the first link you're going to see is Scratch. I know it's pretty popular, created by that wonderful team at MIT University. Ever heard of them? Yes, it's so popular that they use it in multiple languages all over the world. And to open it up, all you have to do is click on the link. Now, the way it's going to work today, I'm going to show you how to build a basic game. Now, you may or may not already be a professional Scratch programmer. That's fine. Go ahead in the chat, share a link, or just let us know that you're a professional Scratch programmer. But rather than, code along with me, maybe just watch what I'm doing and then kind of do it later, or I don't know. It's kind of up to you. I just can't really stop and wait for everybody. That'd be boring, wouldn't it? All right, so here's Scratch. Do I have to sign in? Do I have to join Scratch? Well, no, actually, you just have to click the Create button at the top. But if you want to save your game or share it with other friends, you'll need to sign in. So I'm going to sign in right now. Now, most of the good usernames are already taken. Just a warning. So you might have to be student 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know, something ridiculous like that. Okay, so I'm logged in. You can kind of see what's going on with my feed. What's really cool about Scratch is there's a whole community, like millions of kids building games, and you can check out their games once you've logged into your Scratch account. Well, I'm going to go ahead and create a new game. Go ahead and click Create at the bottom. There it is. It takes a second. And here it is, the Scratch environment for coding. Now, when we say coding, what does that mean? Well, usually it means you sit there and you type code. Well, yes, but coding just means giving computers instructions, telling it what to do. Because the computer is just like, I can make the greatest video game in the world, or I could play it, but I can't build it. I need a human like me, to build that game. And the way you build it with Scratch is by dragging and dropping and clicking together these coding blocks over here to animate, to create the cool game. Now, I don't need these blocks, so I'm going to throw them back in the pile right here. And the first thing I'm going to do is move myself over. Watch this. I'm going to, come on. Oh, wait, it's pushing my hand the wrong way. There we go. Because I'm kind of in the way. Why? Because right here, where you see this Scratch cat, this is the sprite pane. Sprite, you heard me use that word. Sprite means image. So the cat, it's an image, but we call it a sprite. And that's the only character I have in the game right now. It's this, whoops, I shouldn't shake it like that. It's the only character I have in the game. It's the only sprite. So you can choose to use it, or you can delete it and add your own. And I will show you how to do that. You know what? Actually, I'll show you right now, because the game we're going to build is a butterfly clicker game, because everybody likes to click on butterflies. Oh, that's actually not a great idea. So we might have to change it. And that's the wonderful part about building your own video game. So whatever you build, you can change, and we will be changing it a lot. So let's change the cat right off the bat. And the way we do that is we click on the cat, and then we come up to costumes at the top and click on costumes. Oh, well, I don't like any of these costumes. I want to change his costume. So we go to this choose a costume. We click on that, and let's select, well, these are crazy costumes. Well, costume just means which image is going to show up for that sprite. And I said we're going to make a butterfly clicker, but already I'm looking and I see balloons. Now, if you click on a butterfly, you kind of get in trouble for squishing it. But if you pop a balloon, that's awesome. So I'm going to switch this costume to a balloon. So I'm going to go back to my code. You see how I switched it from costume to code? And I'm going to add some code to this balloon. The first thing I'm going to say is, when the game starts, I want the balloon to go into the center of the screen. So that's what's called an event, when the game starts. So go to events. It's the little yellow tab right there. And we're going to say when the green flag is clicked. This is the green flag. And I'm going to say go to the center of the screen. Well, we call it the stage actually, but you could call it the screen. So we'll go into, it's in the motion blocks. I know it's not really a motion, except for it's going to that position. And the center of the screen is the go to, and it uses the XY. You know, the X is going across and the Y is going up. And that's a little bit hard for students that are in lower grades, like under 3rd grade. But we can explain it a little bit later. The X position of 0 is right in the middle. And the X position of Y is also right in the middle. So if you want to be right in the middle of the X, do that and then press the green flag. Now, wherever the balloon is when you start, it will be in the middle when you press the green flag, which is a good thing. Now we want to set up an event that says when I click that balloon, something will happen. So that's another event. So we go to events and we say, which one of these events do I want? When the space bar is pressed, how about when I click on that sprite? Here it is. When I click on the sprite, wow, I just looked in the chat. There's a lot of stuff going on. Pretty awesome. Thanks for coming and checking out the lesson. So when I click this sprite, something's going to happen. A whole bunch is going to happen. You can actually, you can do anything you want in Scratch. That's what's so beautiful about it. So let's say it's going to make a popping sound. I like that. I like that a lot. So let's go to sound right here. And it has a sound, play sound. Let's have it play the sound. Meow. Oh yeah, I forgot. This balloon started out as a cat. So it only really gave us the meow sound. So if we want to choose a different sound, we need to either record the sound or go into the sound library and choose something different. Oh, it only has the meow. Okay. Just like when we chose a different costume, you can choose a different sound. So, electric guitar. No, that's not a very good sound. So let's go back in here and let's see if we can find something. There's a section called wacky. Ooh, I like that. There's so many sounds. This might take me. There it is. Squish pop. So I select that sound. Now it's available to me. So I can switch my tab back to the code and I can select squish pop. So when I click on it, that's pretty cool. But nothing happened to the balloon. It's still there. So when I click on it, I want it to disappear, squish pop, right? So that's going to be in the looks menu. So go into the looks and we're looking for something called hide and show. And I like to call these two blocks, we call them blocks of code. I like to call these two blocks partners because whenever you hide something, you're most likely going to want to show it later. So I always kind of grab them both at the same time. So let's go ahead, squish pop, and then it's going to hide. You see how I clicked it together right there? Now let's go ahead and start the game. Click it. It hid. That's the end of the game. No, it's not at all. So now I need it to show. So let's wait a second and then show itself. So where is the wait? Okay, wait is in the control because you're controlling the sprite. So I'm going to say wait 1 second and then show yourself again. So let's run this code and it's not showing itself. Okay. I remember that I said to myself, always use hide and show together. But in this case, once you've hidden a sprite, it's not going to show up. Why? Because the computer reads code from top to bottom. So it's saying when the game starts, go to that position. Sure, but it's still hidden. Then it says when the sprite is clicked, do this, but it's still hidden. So if we want to see this balloon right at the beginning of the game, we're going to have to go into the looks and we're going to have to get another show block and we're going to have to put it right there so that when the game starts, every single time it's going to show itself. There it is. There. And then it shows up after a second. Now, this isn't very interesting because it's always in the same spot. So let's have it go to a random position. That's also in the motion. Here we go. So go to, they have a beautiful piece of code that says go to random position. So let's put this piece of code not right here. We want it to actually go to the random position before it shows itself. So let's try it out. It's going to wait 1 second and then it's going to go to a random position. Nice. So far, so good. Now, most video games have points, have a score, or they have like a reason for playing the game. Because right now it's like, yeah, I really like the game, but you clicked on a balloon and that was it. So immediately, for every game, create points. And what are points? Can I just go and find a block that's called points? Well, not really. Points and score and health and all those things are called variables. Variables. Well, look in variables right here. We'll need to make a variable. It's basically any information in the game that might change. So like score or health. Those are variables. They might change. So click on make a variable, and we're going to say points. You just name it whatever you'd like, and it's going to be for all sprites. And so just click OK. There we go. And then now you'll see points actually appear right here. You can hide if it shows right here. You can toggle whether or not you see it. So I want to see points. And then I want to get a point every time I click on this balloon. So how do I change the points? Well, they give us this nice code block called change. Well, it says change my variable. Well, I don't want it to change my variable. I want it to change points. Right here. So change points by 1. When do I want that to happen? Every time I click that sprite. So I'll go ahead and put this, where should I put it? Do I want it to change the points after it moves or right when that squished pop happens? I want it to happen right there. So here we go. Nice. Oh yeah, I'm getting points. And 30 minutes later, I'm still here. I'm like, you guys still like watching this video? Oh yeah. This video is fun. Oh, I just noticed that like my video is kind of in the way, huh? Can I push it? Hold on, this way, right? Push. There we go. Slide over here. Now I'm covering up. That's tough, huh? I don't like to cover things up. You're in the way, teacher. You're in the way. I'm not in the way. I'm here. I'm important. I can hide myself. I can. Watch this. Hidden. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. We've got points. Now, the problem with a lot of video games, they never end. Like, okay, we can click on things forever. It never ends. We need an ending. Let's make a game over sprite. So, once again, I need to move myself, or maybe I'll just remove myself from the picture. Let's see if I can do that. Here you go. Goodbye. I'm gone. So now that I'm gone, there's actually room where I can make my sprite, my next sprite. And this time, I'm going to draw this sprite. I'm going to paint it because I want it to say words. I want it to say, you win. So I'm going to type, you win. Awesome. It's kind of small, and I don't really like the color. I want it to be, actually, I kind of did like the color. I just want it to be darker. You win, and then be real nice and big. There we go. So sprites don't have to be images of bears and balloons. They can be words too. Now, this sprite is done. This is exactly how I want it to look, and I can actually, come over here, and I can move it to where I want it to be on the screen. But you'll notice that the code for this sprite is empty. And you're gonna be thinking, what? It's empty? Why is it empty? Well, because you haven't added any code. The code for the balloons is there, but the you win isn't. So let me magically make myself appear one more time. There. Did you miss me? I'm pretty sure you did. So I'm going to move myself over here so you can see that I'm coding right now for the you win sprite. And what I want this you win sprite to do at the very beginning of the game, when it starts, is hide itself. Make yourself disappear. Wow, that's kind of mean, huh? I know. Let's go to looks. And don't worry, if you've never used Scratch before, you're going to get used to where everything is. So I'm going to hide, and eventually I'm going to show myself. So when the game starts, hide. But when do I want it to appear? Do I want it to appear after clicking 1 balloon, or 2 balloons, or 3 balloons? Well, let's say 5 balloons. So we're going to wait until 5 balloons are clicked. So go ahead and go into the, is it in the control? Yeah, it is. Let's say wait until, here it is. we're going to wait until something happens. Wait a minute. Well, what goes in this kind of diamond-shaped block? Well, we add a sensing event right here. So we're going to wait until, what happens? Key press space. Actually, I want to wait till points are greater than 4 or 5. So these actually won't work. And I kind of have to look around, and you'll have to do that as well. You look around through the blocks and be like, well, no, I don't want this. I don't want to wait till key press spaced. I want to look in the operators. The operators have anything that's mathematical. So I said I want to wait till points are greater than 5. So it's sort of mathematical, right? So here is greater than. So I'll put this greater than inside of here. Now, what goes in this round spot? Well, that's where the variable value goes. We want to put the value of the variable. Say that a million times. Value of the variable. Value of the variable. I said it a million times. All right, go to variables and then grab points. You see that? Points is available. Now, what value is points? Well, whatever value it is in the game. Remember I said variables can change in value in the game. So whatever it is, it's 12 right now. It might go to 1,000,000. I hope you don't play it till 1,000,000. Now, 50, that's kind of the default number, but I don't want to click on this balloon 50 times. I would prefer something safe like 5. Now, if you've been in math class and you were paying attention like a good, whatever grade you're in, 50th grade, 50th grade, 5th grade, and the teacher says, if points are greater than 5, what happens when you get to 5? Well, it has to be greater than 5. So this time I'd actually have to click the balloon 6 times. So is that what I wanted? No, I want to make it so when I click it 5 times. So there we go. After I've clicked it 5 times, then show the you win screen. And it's celebration time. We need to create the biggest party of the century. And we'll do that with sound. So the sound for this sprite, let's go to the sound. Well, you click on sound, then you have to click on the actual sound tab. It only comes with this sound. That is not the greatest celebration in history. That's just a pop sound. So let's go ahead and record our own sound. Now let's go choose a sound and let's see if they have like a hooray kind of thing. A finger snap, an alien creak. These are voices. Crazy. I like it. The chair. Let's go with the chair. So now that I've selected that sound, I'll go back to my code and then I will play the sound chair. There we go. Now, for this situation, start sound cheer and play sound cheer until done will do basically the same thing. It's a little more advanced technique to understand the difference. Why did it just happen? Why did it just say you win and cheer for me? I forgot to reset the points. Did you notice the points right here? Even when I restart the game, the points are still 12. Yes, when you start this game, you need to reset your variables or your points or whatever you want to call it right now. You have to reset it. So go into variables and we'll say set. Yeah, set. There we go. We're going to do it right at the top. So right when this game loads, it's going to say set points to 0. I'm going to actually set it to 5,000. Yeah, there we go. Cheating. Totally hacked my game. Look at that. Yeah, 5 million points. That's not right. See, it's my game. I can do whatever I want. I can set it to negative 5,000 points. There. Now try to win my game. This game's going to take a little while. Mom, I'm not done with the game. I don't know. I don't know. Am I really teaching you how to code? Because I guess I am. There we go. So I'm starting the points at 0. Then we're hiding that you win screen. And then this happens. Nice. Okay. It's just a white screen. Okay. I almost forgot. backdrops. Down here at the bottom, right next to where choose your sprite, there is choose a backdrop. And you can click on that. And where is this balloon thing happening? Is it the outdoors, the indoors? Well, I think I need the sky. There's blue sky. And then here's blue sky 2 and blue sky 1. A colorful city in the pool. Okay, it's time to get crazy. Let's change it to the pool. And let's not make it balloons. Let's actually click on the balloons. And let's click costumes. And let's switch it to something else. Choose a costume. I'm looking for an animal that would live in a pool and that you wouldn't really want in the pool. A frog. Giraffes. I know I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do it. Yeah, okay, I did it. It's too big. The giraffe is too big. Okay, easiest way to shrink a sprite is right here. It's probably hard to see, but it says size. Just change the sprite right there. All right. Clicking on giraffes. Oh my gosh. I love this. It's so satisfying. Is that what? Yes! I beat the game. I clicked on the giraffe. All right. Write in the chat right now what you want me to switch the character to. Let's see. Anybody? I'm watching the chat. You know what? There's actually a delay. So when I ask you that, the signal has to go around the earth like 10 times. And then finally it'll be like, it will show up. Maybe I'll put it in the chat right now. Well, there is a lot of chat going on. Hi, Carson. Teacher Steven here. Crazy to see all the stuff. All right. So we have a giraffe and it's in the swimming pool. I'm not happy with the swimming pool. I'm going to switch it to where the giraffe truly lives in the Jurassic period. All right. Now, having one giraffe is cool, but what if I had more than one? What if I could copy this code? Well, you can. Just right-click on your sprite and click duplicate. Now, there are 2 giraffes, and they have the exact same code. Well, is that a problem? Let me see. No, because none of the code will actually change the points, and the points are what matter. And the points are all controlled by the U-win screen. So this giraffe and this giraffe are totally different. Are they totally different? Or should we make them totally different? Yeah, let's make them totally different. Be careful. Warning. In the looks menu, you can really mess things up. So check this out. Let's change the effects. Every time you click on them, you're going to change the... Ooh, don't do it. The whirl effect. Ooh, now we're messing with giraffes. This one's going to change the whirl effect, and it's going to change the color effect. Oh no, there's so many effects you can change. Let's turn it mosaic. This one's really going to go crazy. And then this one, let's code it differently. Every time we click on this one, it's going to get bigger. And this is crazy. Let's use the motion blocks to turn it and like make it spin around like really crazy. So we'll go to control and we'll use control to repeat spinning. Now, if you want something to spin around in a circle, that's 360 degrees. So we have to do a little math here. I know, like it or not, video game coding does involve math. So we can either repeat 360 times, turn 1 degree, that would make 360 go around a circle, or we could do something more like practical. 36 times, 10 degrees. And what this will do, oops, there, it's gonna go around in a circle, but I need it to start facing the right direction. So right before we add this code, let's make sure he's pointed standing normal. Now, and that direction is just to say point in direction 90. Okay, what does 90 mean? Okay, it's 90 degrees. So when you click on it, you can see, oh, I'm in the way. Why didn't you tell me I'm in the way? I told teacher Steven, who's in the chat, I told him, if I'm in the way, just yell and scream. But he's in the Roseville location right now. And I'm actually at Hackingtons in Pleasant Hill. I know. You're like, but this is for Roseville City Schools. But isn't this cool that teacher Steven is with the staff from Roseville City Schools right now, kind of running the show, running the help desk. And I'm all the way on the other side of the planet, plus like 100 miles. No, never mind. I'm just 100 miles away. And there we go. I'm moving myself right here. And now you can see this point in direction, you can change it so that, well, this is a little crazy. If you point in the direction to the right, oh, actually, I think there, to the right, it's kind of the opposite here. That's the typical direction a sprite is facing when it joins the game. So we'll put this, so when the game starts, it's pointed in the direction right. That way, every time I click it, it does this repeat 36 times, 10 degrees, which makes a complete circle. And you can mess around with that all you want. I'm gonna put that right here. There. So, wait a minute, before you even, I don't know, this looks wacky. Do you think this is gonna work? Well, the good part about Scratch is you can't make a mistake. If it doesn't click together, it doesn't work. And when we teach JavaScript and Python and all the other programming languages that Hackingtons teaches, you can write things that are wrong and it just won't work. But in Scratch, when you click things together, it will work. It might not do what you want, but it will work. So let's see if this code works or if it has bugs. Bugs mean it doesn't work right. So I'll push the start flag. Now, there's only one giraffe. That's because I told you we're going to have two giraffes that have the same code. Well, they're right on top of each other. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. How do we fix that? I know. When they first start, we'll put one at a random location. So get rid of this go to, and we'll go in here and we'll look for the one that says go to a random location. Here it is. Go to a random position. There. Then right off the bat, they're going to be in two different spots. Okay, I'll click this one. Okay. That's weird. I'll click this one. That was weird too. What happens? I can't click this one anymore. It like mosaicked, and it mosaicked again. I'm kind of enjoying this one. Mosaicked again. I won. I want to click the spinner one. There he goes. Where did he go? There he is. He's getting bigger. Pretty soon he's going to be so big that he conquers the world. There he is. I've got this better idea. Do I have enough time? No, I only have 1 minute. I have to share this project. Okay, so I'm logged in. So because I'm logged in and my parents have approved the account, it sends you an email and you have to approve the account. What that does is when you approve your Scratch account, it gives you the share button. So you can click the share button. Then you can name it, and you could say something like exciting, like Roseville rules. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, Roseville, you guys rule. And then I can say, thanks. Oops, I'm gonna say in the directions, click the the giraffe. I spell it right, correct? And then notes and credits. Thank you to Roseville. Did I spell it right? Yeah, I spelled it right. Why is it saying it's a Roseville City School District? Okay, now that I've done that, it's live. I'm going to share it with you, the studio audience. So let me just copy this URL, or I can just click this copy link. I'll copy it right here, and then I will paste it. Yeah, Renee Perez says, our CSD students rule. Okay, I'm sharing it right now. Here it is. So everybody in the world is gonna play this game. Now, if you followed along with this, or if you didn't follow along and you're like, this is so confusing, I need help. Okay, check the description of this video. We're gonna put a couple different links, and one of them is gonna be for Hackingtons.com. If you wanna join Hackingtons and you wanna go to the Roseville location, or actually we're online right now, we will be opening the physical classrooms in August, but for right now, everybody's online. You can go to Hackingtons.com and sign up for a free trial onboarding lesson. And also we'll put a link to the Scratch butterfly clicker game, which is also known as the white belt for our black belt series. See, as you move up the progression of learning how to code in Scratch, we give you different rankings. And the first one is to build the butterfly clicker. And so you can get it for free. You don't have to log in or anything. Just try it out. And that link will be hackingtons.io/trial Scratch 1. Oh my gosh, that was too long. I know. It's in the description. Anyways, that is all for me. I think the show is